jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha! Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus,
and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are on the board first on the road here in L.A. So that a very nice-looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. At their own 17-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there, first down Rams. And the Rams sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw, Stafford. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Here's Lance to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown. Jordan Matthews. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Rams, nothing. Robbie Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake. Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Alert! Easy, alert!
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. 17-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Niners 17, Rams nothing.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
32.
No gain on the play. It's
Middle. 22.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have the Rams first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on fourth down. Here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
7-yard line.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. Down to the 25. These Rams and Niners met 3 times a season ago. The Niners had the Rams number in the regular season, winning 31-10 in Santa Clara, and then again 27-24 in overtime in the season's final week. But the Rams got the last laugh in the NFC Championship game with that 20-17 victory. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Throwing is Stafford. This pass outright to Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Alert! 10.
To throw is Stafford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Easy. Omaha, remove. 32.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the campaign and 10th overall. And the Rams get a bit closer. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he'll work down inside the 45. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. From the 44, Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Stafford now to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Going right back to Akers. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the deep.
And this is Kupp. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. 2-2 Atwell. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. A final shot before half for Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They snap it to Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Hey, give me radar. Hey, 50.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Open man is Atwell. Complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 2-2 Atwell with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. One of the best in the last decade or so. Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Lance to throw it. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. it's incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Hey, 5-0!
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there.
Touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Stafford. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
16 yards. That's another Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he's brought down. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 49ers 4-yard line.
Once more with Henderson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Darrell Henderson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lance finding Debo there for the Niner first. Lance looking to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should...
Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got to...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in the game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
50-50.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 54.
A give up the middle to Akers. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run here with Akers. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.